We're on our way. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the show, everybody. It is Tuesday here in Australia. We are Unity Gym. In case we haven't met, my name is Rad Burmeister. I'm joined by my brother Yanni Burmeister over there actually above me today. We are the co-creators and co-founders of Unity Gym, where we make people strong, flexible, and fit. If you want to know how we do that and you haven't done so already, you should grab one of our free programs. Go to unitygym.com. We've got a couple of our best programs absolutely free. We're joined today by Will Purcell up in the top right there. He is our customer support manager. And also today we're joined by Phil White from ADPT Physio. How are you guys?
Oh, well.
Feeling good? Ready for action?
Very good. Very excited.
I'm
psyched.
Yeah, Yanni's excited about this topic because we've got a little bit of a success story from one of our legends in the 28-day Kickstart program, which is running right now. If you want to start your 22 with a bang, you can go to unitygym.com and check out our 28-day Kickstart program, which is a weight loss program to give you momentum and get you started on strength, flexibility, and fitness. It still balances strength, flexibility, and fitness like all our UMS programs. But Yanni, why don't you talk us through what today's show's about and what you're so excited about?
Yeah, I want to highlight something here because we have been banging this drum a little bit to our inner circle, but not so much to our outer circle, YouTube tribe and things like that. And I'm just going to read Lisa's comment here in the 28-day Kickstart group. I hope she doesn't mind. I'm sure she'll be fine with it. She says, "Hello, my Kickstart friends. It's Monday here in Cali, and I do weekly weigh-ins on Monday, and I'm down 3 pounds. My husband, Brian, doing the same Kickstart routine is down 5 pounds. Wow. Really exciting to see that the hard work pays off. This must be the quick win that Yanni speaks of." And that's exactly right. Now, we've designed this entire program. We actually kind of steer people away from training for weight loss or training for muscle gain. And we like to work with people to enhance athletic performance more so. But what we've identified is that psychologically, when you're embarking on a big journey, it is absolutely critical that you achieve a small win very quickly, and it must be done in the first 3 to 4 weeks. Otherwise, you don't have the momentum to carry you through to your big, hairy, audacious goal. When we work with people in our 12-month transformation program and our peak performance 12-week program, we get people to set 12-month goals. But we break that down into bite-sized chunks that we refer to as milestone achievements that they can achieve in 28-day phases, program phases. And that is super important for people because you have to be able to achieve, it's that first win that gets you the momentum to get to the next win. And it's the accumulation of all those small milestones that culminates into achieving your big 12-month goal. So I wanted to highlight this and do a show on it today because it is so important for all of you out there who are embarking on. It doesn't matter what your goal, if it's to do something based on athletic performance like a muscle up or a calisthenics skill, if you're trying to unlock flexibility in your body that you've never had before, if you're trying to run a marathon, it won't matter what the goal. You have to be able to break it down into bite-sized chunks so that you stick with it. Most people try to sort of climb the metaphorical goal ladder by leaping for the top rung first, as opposed to just focusing on that first rung and going up, you know, and climbing up the ladder. And unfortunately, you know, if you set something that is not achievable in the first 28 days, then it's very demotivating. It has the opposite effect. And that's why the 28-day Kickstart, although it uses all of the same principles as our UMS program, it sort of, I guess, systemizing sleep and recovery and things like that. And yes, that's tangible. but it's not as rewarding. It's not as inspiring, you know, like the language that she's used in this post, you know, wow, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, really exciting to see the hard work pay off. That's the gold nugget. That is what we're going for in that first 28 days. And let's be frank, you know, Rad and I were talking about this. See, I originally made this program for myself because I'd put on a little bit of weight. Now, I don't strike, I wouldn't strike you as someone who's considered overweight, but for me, it was emotionally challenging because I'd put on a bit of weight. My habits and routines had slid last year. I was under immense amounts of pressure and stress. And yeah, I just sort of dropped the ball a little bit with my own training, with my own diet, started drinking alcohol again, things like that. And I needed a bit of a health kickstart. So I designed this program for myself initially, but then Rad and I sort of were talking and having our end of year strategic planning meeting for this year. And we decided, you know, who doesn't come out of the, Rad sort of said, you made a comment of, yeah, I've put on a little bit of weight that I want to shift as well, a little bit of body fat. And then we sort of thought, well, who doesn't come out of that New Year's Christmas period thinking about, wow, I'd like to sort of just kickstart my body again, kickstart my health, kickstart my training, maybe lose a little bit of weight. And so we decided, bugger it, we'll roll it out to the broader community and see what happens. And yeah, it's really, really nice to see you know, we've been doing it for a week now. This is the second week of the first Kickstart for the year. And it's funny, you know, initially we spoke yesterday in the group. I actually gained a kilo in the first week. I weighed myself on the Monday and then I weighed myself on the Friday and I was a kilo heavier. And I know scientifically why that was. You know, I'm training really hard again. My muscles are absorbing more fluid and water, and I still felt disheartened, you know. But then I jumped on the scales this week again for my Monday weigh-in, and I'm 1.5 kilos down. So that's what, 3 pounds down. And my goal is 5 kilograms of fat in January in the 28 days, which is going to be enough of a motivator for me to really push and keep going with my training, and that's going to result in a much bigger transformation for me over this year, you know, because over that 28 days, I'm also destroying the habit of drinking alcohol, you know, more than I should be, you know, and I'm also prioritizing sleep again and really getting to bed early enough so that I can get up first thing in the morning. I've already been for a cardio session. I'm in a fasted state. I'm drinking my first black coffee now at 9 o'clock instead of much earlier when I was not going for that walk or run. I went for a good run this morning. I did 6Ks in total, and out of that, I ran 3 of them, so half of it. And you know, like it's starting all these new habits that have a snowball effect. And the program is designed to be radical. It's hard. It's a hard diet. It's a kickstart diet. It's a kickstart exercise intervention. But as Lisa says here, it is really nice to see that the hard work is paying off. And that for her and her husband, so she's lost 3 pounds, her husband's lost 5 pounds. That's in 1 week. You know, it's a big deal, but it's a challenging intervention. We've had to coach these guys every day with our daily coaching calls to keep them on track because it is challenging. You know, we really intervene with the nutrition. We work on getting your body more metabolically flexible. We do that by essentially removing the macronutrient that was dominant in your diet for a week. If you were eating a lot of fat and a low carb diet, then we would remove fat from your diet. If you are eating a lot of carbohydrate, which is most people, me included, then we remove carbohydrate from the diet for that first week and we taper it off. But that carbohydrate deload period is very challenging for everybody, me included. You know, we finish that first week on a Sunday having a carb-free day where we just eat protein and fat for that day and allow some very low GI carbs in salad or vegetables. But it's challenging. It's not meant to be easy, you know. It's not meant to be easy. But what that does is it kickstarts your metabolism again. It helps to get your body more metabolically flexible, meaning that you can metabolize the fat that you've stored more effectively. We don't starve you from carbs for the whole program. That's not the idea. It's just about increasing that flexibility so that your body sort of remembers almost how to use the fat that you've stored more efficiently so that we can sort of increase that result. What also happens when we remove carbs is that you get rid of a bit of water. And so that water that you're holding, you're retaining that subcutaneous fluid that you're holding that, let's be real, is making you look bigger and fatter than you actually than you need to be. When that goes, it goes quickly and it really is rewarding. It makes you feel fantastic, you know. So